This is Group 4 Video 7. Question 1. What are the core issues in translation? Foreign currency transactions of a US company include sales, purchases, and other transactions giving rise to a transfer of foreign currency or the recording of receivable or payable that are denoted in a foreign currency. Translation is a process of restating foreign currency transactions to their US dollar equivalent values. Many US corporations have multinational companies and foreign subsidiaries prepare their financial statements in their home currency. The foreign currency amounts in these financial statements have to be translated into US dollar equivalents before they can be consolidated with US parents' financial statements that use the US dollar as their reporting currency unit. Question number 2. The current rate method and the temporal method are the two methods currently used in the United States and in all countries that have adopted international financial reporting standards as their local GAAP. The basic assumptions underlying the current rate method is that company net investment in a foreign operations is exposed to foreign exchange risk if the foreign currency decreases against the US dollar. A negative debit translation adjustments occur if foreign currency increases against a US dollar. A positive credit translation adjustment occurs. All assets and liabilities of foreign operations are translated in a current exchange rate. Stockholder equity items are translated at historical rates.
Total assets greater than total liabilities leads to net asset exposure. The basic objective underlying the temporal method of translation is to produce a set of the US dollar statements as if the foreign subsidiary has actually used the US dollars. Assets and liabilities carried on the foreign operations balance sheet at historical cost are translated at historical exchange rates. Assets and liabilities carried at the current or future value are translated at the current exchange rate. Translation adjustment is not necessarily realized through inflows or outflows of cash. Cash plus marketable securities plus receivables greater than liabilities leads to net asset exposure. Cash plus marketable securities plus receivables less than liabilities leads to net liability exposure. Question 3. When the foreign currency is the functional currency, the excess is translated at the current exchange rate with the resulting translation adjustment. The excess is not carried on either the parent's or the subsidiary's books, but is recognized only in the consolidation worksheet, which involve the following consolidation entries. Entry S eliminates the subsidiary's stockholders' equity accounts as of the beginning of the current year, along with the equivalent book value component within the original value of the investment in subsidiary account. Entry A allocates the excess of fair value over book value at the date of acquisition to land, property, plant, and equipment, and eliminates that amount within the original value of the investment in the subsidiary account. Entry I eliminates the amount of equity income recognized by the parent in the current year and included in the investment in subsidiary account under the equity method. Entry D eliminates the subsidiary's dividend payment that was a reduction in the investment in subsidiary account under the equity method. Entry T eliminates the cumulative translation adjustment included in the investment in subsidiary account under the equity method and the cumulative translation adjustment on the subsidiary's translated books. Entry T revalues the excess of fair value over book value for the change in exchange rate since the date of acquisition, with the counterpart recognized as an increase in the consolidated cumulative translation adjustment. Here are the following consolidation entries and an example of the consolidation worksheet. This is the concludes the video 7 for group 4. Thank you for watching.